Life insurance. What's your excuse for putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think your work coverage is enough? There's a lot of excuses for putting off life insurance, but one big reason why you shouldn't. If the unexpected were to happen to you, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' tuition, and all the other bills? In a time of grief, the last thing you would want is for your family to have to sell the house and struggle to survive financially. At Ethos, we could get you covered in just 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Rates can increase the longer you wait, so no more excuses. Take 10 minutes today and discover the modern way to get the life insurance coverage you need. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethoslife.com/audio. That's ethoslife.com/audio.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Welcome to the Foul Pole to Foul Pole podcast, brought to you by Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, presented by the Till Valhalla Project, where heroes live on forever.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tyler with Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, and I got a brand new episode of the Foul Pole to Foul Pole podcast for you. I want to talk a little bit about chasing adversity while we're chasing that competition. This weekend, I had a chance to watch some pretty good ball, and I was watching some of the emotion, watching some of the body language with the girls. And every tournament you go to, there's going to be different levels of competition, but one thing that will remain the same throughout is a wide range of emotion, the ups and downs of the game, if you will, whether it's between coaches, players, parents, even the umpires sometimes. And I want to kind of put this out there for everybody to see that what your opinion is on the state of the game on the emotional side and the mental side of the game. You know, there's so much pressure on these athletes, so much pressure on the coaches to perform, because as coaches, we feel like we have to win because wins and losses are like our measuring stick. But truth be told, it's really not the measuring stick we should go by. For the most part, I have to say 99.9% of coaches that are coaching in the travel ball realm aren't professional paid coaches. So as much as we want to believe that our jobs depend on winning, it truly doesn't. Your job really depends on how well you can connect to that athlete and help foster a love for the game and a love for themselves as well. So with that said, if we're chasing competition, meaning we are trying to put ourselves in the middle of a pack of teams. So if you go to a tournament and there's 12 teams there, chances are you're going to find yourself right in the middle of that if you're doing it the right way. As far as competition, as far as if you were to rank the teams that were there 1 through 12, you want to be somewhere in that 4, 5, 6, 7 mark. If you are the top team there, looking at it, you've played these teams in the past, or you've been in tournaments in the past where every tournament you've been in with them, you've been clear-cut favorites or clear-cut winners over them. Try to find something to work on that weekend, meaning we might pitch a different girl, or we might change up our lineup a little bit, or we might try this offensively or this defensively if that's a tournament you're playing in. If you're in the bottom of those teams, like 9, 10, 11, or 12, hey, let's go. Strap it tight and let's go play some ball. And play inning by inning. Don't look at it trying to, play game to game. Play inning by inning. Set a mission, set a goal. Try to accomplish something each inning. Looking at it like offensively, let's try to come up with 2 runs right here. Defensively, let's try to limit the walks and hits to 2 or less. Let's try to keep them off the bases. Work on your catchers and their throwdown. So if you get into a situation where we got a runner on first and third, call that play. If it doesn't work, so be it. But if it does work, you're building that confidence. Or if we run that play, we have that communication, and the girls are moving in the right direction and they're making things happen, you can see it. We can try to duplicate this stuff in practice, but the girls just mentally at the ages that they're at aren't going to be able to go game speed at practice. They haven't been doing it long enough to be able to make that happen. So if you get into a tournament and you're just outmatched, you're outgunned, try to make the best of it. You got to keep it light and fluffy for those girls, or you're going to lose them in the first or second game. And they know these teams that are around. They're friends with them, or they've seen them before, or they could look at their uniform, or they could watch how they walk, or watch how they warm up, or whatever. Anything can psych them out or psych them up. So just go into it with that mentality of, no matter what happens, let's try to pull some confidence out of this. What did we do well? And let's get confidence from, okay, hey, we were able to see what we're lacking at. No big deal, because now it's identified and we can grow from it. And the hardest part about that process as a coach is you've got parents that want your team to win no matter what. It's just, why are we making this mistake? Why are you making that decision? Why is she doing this? Why don't you make this change or do whatever? And you could have that with the other coaches as well, the assistant coaches that you have. It could be the same thing. It's, why are you making this decision? Why is this called this or that? I mean, everything, hindsight's 20/20. You shouldn't have started her. You should have started her. Why didn't you bunt in this situation? She should have picked her off right there. Look at that girl taking a big lead, this or that. I mean, there's always going to be second guessing. And as coaches, we second guess ourselves all the time too. You call a pitch and it should have called a different pitch, or you should have maybe pinch ran for somebody. There's all that stuff that goes on with it, but it can't shake your confidence. You just got to have confidence in the decisions that you make. Say, hey, I'm sticking with it. This is what we're rolling with, and we're going to live on with it, because it's going to go one way or the other. Every decision that you make is like a fork in the road. It's either going to be the right decision, or it's going to be, hey, I probably shouldn't have made that decision. But you can't live and die with the decisions that you make on the ball field. Remember, it's a game, and it's all about growing. So you can, if you were to put down notes on it, I called this pitch, this was this play that we ran, this is the result. It's almost like running an experiment as a scientist. This is my lineup I'm going with today. Let's see how it works. And then you're making your mental notes, or you're making notes throughout the game, and you're communicating with your players, you're talking with your players, you're trying to help them understand the decision that you've made and the reasoning behind it, but you don't have to tell them everything. I mean, you're not trying to explain something to a 12-year-old that she doesn't care. She just wants to go out there, she wants to bat leadoff, and she wants to be on the mound, or she wants to play short, or she wants to play first. And if she doesn't get that, then you're going to have to deal with that 12-year-old mentality. But you just stay the course and continue knowing that I'm trying to put you in the best situation, not only to help the team, but to help you to grow as an individual. So confidence within yourself, no matter if you made the right decision or the wrong decision, confidence in knowing that you made a decision and you're going to stick with it and you're going to learn from it, is going to help you, to be a better coach, to be a better leader, and to also mentor these girls, because you can look at your roster of 12, 14, 15 girls, and I guarantee you there's a few of them on there that will find themselves coaching a team later on, and they're learning from you. They're watching you. They're learning. They're going to either do things exactly how you do them, and they're going to do things the complete opposite of what you're doing. And it's good and bad. They can pick up on something. Hey, I had coach so-and-so years ago. We used to do this drill all the time. Or I had coach so-and-so that we used to do play like this, and it never worked for us, so we're not going to run it that way. We're going to do it a different way. So you're always being watched. Girls are learning from you constantly. So take that into consideration on the decisions that you're making. These girls are smarter than you. You can't go out there and play for them. They're smarter than you. It's their mentality. I know more than the coach. He's not out here doing this. She's not out here doing this. I know more than her. So you have to combat that. But I mean, these girls, they know what they're doing out there. So let them be free enough to make that mistake and learn from it. Those errors that are made, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. She hangs a curveball or hangs a changeup and it gets hit to the fence. Oh, well, I talked to some girls today that, if this one tournament here on October 15th means everything in the world to you, like you're going to live and die on this. If we win it, it's the greatest thing. If we lose it, it's the hardest tragedy I've ever faced in life. Then we as coaches, me as a coach, I'm not doing my job. Every weekend we go into it, we're just playing for that play, that one single solitary play. We learn from it, and then we go to the next play, and then we have that one. So every play. Next week or 2 weeks from now, we're not going to remember every little in and out of today. A kid doesn't get up there to strike out. A kid doesn't get up there to pop out to right. A kid doesn't get up there to throw a wild pitch. A catcher is not up there trying to let a ball get past them. It's something they should block. Just don't crush their confidence when they make a mistake, and don't let your confidence get shook when you get beat 12-0. Sometimes you can't find a hole, and sometimes they find all the holes. It's just how it is. So as coaches, just kind of take a step back and assess, where you're at. I mean, we're midway through the fall in a lot of areas. Some areas are wrapping up because it's getting colder. But make your adjustments as a coach and stick with them. I hate the feeling of I should have done this, I should have done that, but every coach has that feeling. But stick with it and have confidence in it. It's not going to work out every time. It never does. But if you sit there and you dwell on it and you go, I could have done this, could have not done that, and we'd have won the championship, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's gold, silver, bronze, copper tournaments everywhere. Just if you want to, have a whole bunch of rings or medals or whatever and stick them out there and hold them up and say, hey, we won this weekend. I mean, that's pretty much what it means anymore. So take your confidence where you can get it, build on it. And when you make an adjustment on the fly, it makes you feel pretty good. When something works out for you, it makes you feel pretty good. And when it doesn't, don't let it beat you up too bad. Just learn from it. Make your little note and go on. All right, so that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you know somebody that likes this kind of stuff, wants to listen to softball talk, maybe want to talk about the mental side of stuff, make sure you share this. And when you do, you tell them you love them.
I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall, I'm slipping to get back up. Always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep, big bruises scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head and my heart. I've been chewed up, spit out, torn apart. But picking up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Baker's always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Baker's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's easy to save big. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
We've locked in low prices to help you save big store-wide. Look for the locked in low prices tags and enjoy extra savings throughout the store. Baker's, fresh for everyone.